Hey guys, Kevin here with MixCoach. Now, I recently had a friend who asked me, how can I take my computer and turn it into a studio? And you might be surprised at how little money you need to spend to get your computer set up at a studio. So let's discuss. So the first thing you're going to need is an interface, and that is even optional. Sometimes your computer will actually output what you need to hear. You can listen through your headphone jacks on your speakers. Now, is it the best scenario? Probably not. But would you buy a lot of equipment if you wanted to just tinker with your car a little bit? Would you buy a garage and buy a lift and buy a whole complement of tools and hydraulic stuff and pneumatic stuff? Probably not. You'd probably get started with the bare minimums just to see if you're going to like it, see if you enjoy it. So, and mixing should be enjoyable. So don't spend a lot of money to begin with, okay? So the first thing you're going to need, optionally, is an interface. We're going to cover that. We're going to talk about a microphone. We're going to talk about a pair of headphones. We're going to talk about a cable and a stand and a pop stopper or some kind of way, and you can even make that if you want to. So one thing you want to do is keep in mind that there are a lot of bundles out there for vocalists on places like Sweetwater and even Amazon. So let's pull the computer up real quick and go to Amazon, and I've searched for audio interface bundle. And so let's just start here. So this is the Scarlett Solo. Now, it's made by Focusrite. Now, Focusrite has a great reputation in the recording industry. They made some really, like probably the highest of the high-end consoles. And then they started making gear for every man, and this is one of those pieces of gear. This is a Scarlett Solo. It's very simple. It's got one microphone input. It's got another input on the front here. If you see this, it's got let's just look from left to right. It's got a microphone input, and that one is the gain. As you can see, it's got 48 volts, which means your microphone that you're probably going to get is called a condenser mic, and it needs power on it. So we're going to hit the 48 volts so that it's powered. You don't have to put a battery in it or anything. The next one's the air. I'm not sure what that does, but I imagine it adds a little upper frequencies to make the mic sound more open. And if it's coming from Focusrite, it's probably pretty good. So moving further right, you'll see that there's a 2 there. There's another mic pre, but this is for an instrument. Okay, so you can actually record your guitar vocal demo at the same time. You can put your microphone in one side, your guitar in the other, and you're off to the races. This monitor section is for the output and the headphones. So, and then the direct monitor button just above that, that's going to be to bypass any going through the computer and coming back to you through the computer. Anytime you go through a computer, you're going to add latency or some kind of delay, because your computer, even if it's really fast, is going to have time to process all this audio. So if you don't want to distract yourself or distract your singer or your musician that you're recording, then just turn the direct monitor on, and they'll be able to hear straight through this interface and not through your computer back through the interface. Really cool little thing. Now, if you're looking at this bundle here, this Audio-Technica is another brand that's got a great reputation. Matter of fact, I've got an Audio-Technica mic right here. This is an Audio-Technica 4040. They also make a 2020 in the $100 range. So this is a great little microphone to get started. And let me just say that there are very few bad microphones and bad interfaces. If you've heard of it, it's probably good. You've got Samson, you've got Audio-Technica, you've got Shure. All these microphones companies make really good microphones, so don't even sweat. I mean, unless you're going to pay $2 for a microphone, they're probably going to be a pretty good mic. So the next thing you're going to need is a cable. This bundle comes with a cable, so depending on how far away you want your microphone to be from your interface, then that's how long your cable needs to be. I find that 10 to 20 foot cables are perfect. 20-foot cable, you're not going to go wrong with that. Okay, so here's the interface that interfaces it into your computer. Here's a mic clip and even a nifty bag to keep your microphone in. And so that's just one bundle. So the only thing you would need to complement this bundle is a pop stopper, which we'll talk about in just a second, and a stand. You could get a microphone stand that attaches to your desk like this one. This is a Rode PSA desk-mounted microphone system. That will attach to the surface of your desk. So if you're working at your desk and you want something to be convenient, out of the way, I've done this before. I've got one sitting over there. I attached it to my desk. I put my microphone on it, as a podcaster. And as someone who creates videos, I wanted it pretty close. I could also pull it down and strum a guitar on it, or pick it up here and let the person beside my desk actually sing on it. So this might be a good option. It's $100. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money and you want just kind of a regular stand, here's a good 37 on stage. It's not something you're going to want to take on the road with you, or something you're going to want to use daily and adjust daily, because this is probably not going to be the one for that. Now, I like the K&M stuff. That's $100. That's his telescoping boom stand. I've got some of those too. These are more of the ones you'll see in a studio that get use every day. They're not going to wear out anytime soon. Now, this on stage, not going to last quite as long, but it's a perfectly good stand for $37. So what have we got? $37 there. We've got a bundle up there that was, let's just say $200. You've got the mic stand in that. Okay, let's look at headphones. I love... you don't have to have high-end headphones either. Now, if you've known me for any time at all, you've known that I do a lot of mixing on these headphones here. These are called Yamaha RHM5s. I'm not even sure you can get them. And I had these modified with tape to hold this onto this. Just kidding. I've used them that much. But these headphones here, when you could get them, were $50. I've got more high-end headphones that cost, in the hundreds of dollars. Here's some good brands here. Audio-Technica is a good brand. There's $149 for mixing headphones there. Beyerdynamic, $159. Sennheiser. Now this HD 600, those are really good headphones. The Sony MDR 7506, some guys use those. But they are fine headphones. They're a little bit bright for my taste. The thing you want to watch out for is, are they comfortable to wear? And how long can you listen to them without your ears getting tired? And the cheaper the headphones are, typically the less comfortable they are in both of those ways. The Beyerdynamics, these open ear headphones here, are really comfortable because they don't sit on your ears. These are very expensive headphones here. These are called Grado RS2s, and these sit right on my ear. They sit right on my ear. And although they sound amazing, I can't wear them for a long time. So when you're picking out headphones, pick out a pair that maybe sits over your ears, because if you don't have studio monitors, you're going to lean on those headphones a lot more. I would probably go with these Beyerdynamic here, closed back, or if you wanted the open back, open here. Or if you wanted the open back headphones, there's $159 there. These sound good. Now, here's the thing about monitors in general, whether they're studio monitors or whether they're headphones. There are no perfect monitors. You have to learn about the monitors. You have to learn what sounds like what on these monitors. So the best thing you can do is get your headphones, listen to several things on there that you like. Listen to some things you don't like. Listen to some of your old mixes, or if you're mixing, listen to or mixes that don't translate well. Listen to those and find out how that sounds on those headphones, and that's how you figure out whether these headphones are going to work. I've seen people mix really good records on $50 headphones, not because they're perfect headphones, but because you know what to expect from those headphones. So headphones, $150 there. Okay, let's just say $160 just to be safe. By the way, you can also mix on your AirPods or your earbuds. You can plug them into your computer and listen to them. I have a friend who has done that for years. He knows what his earbuds sound like, but he hooked his up straight into his headphone jack and listened straight through his earbuds, and he got really good mixes. So you don't even have to spend a lot of money on those if you've got a set of headphones that you already know and trust. Let's talk about a pop filter. Now, you can make these if you want to. Just get an embroidering ring. It's a little wooden ring like this. And put a pair of old stockings or pantyhose or whatever. What you want to do is to keep the air from your mouth hitting the microphone, because no matter how good your microphone is, if you don't use it properly and you let the air burst across the diaphragm, it's going to sound bad. It doesn't matter if it's a $1,000 microphone or if it's a $50 microphone. They're going to sound bad. Okay, so here's a couple. Here's a Rocket nylon pop filter. Here's a Stedman for $39. Here's an SE Electronics for $35. Now, what you're looking for on this is how usable is it? Here's a good example. This OnStage Stands nylon pop blocker is $20, but look how short this is here. When you're trying to attach this to a microphone, you need for it to be as flexible as it needs to be. See, this one here is not much more, but it's a lot longer, and it connects with a screw, so you can actually tighten it down a little bit more. Wouldn't suggest tightening it too much, but you can tighten it more. This one is just a clip. A clip is going to be as strong as a spring that's in the clip. So I've had these that are almost unusable. You don't have to spend a ton of money, but don't cheap out too much. I've also got one of these that's pretty good. $24. It sits on the microphone. Now, I think this is a little too close to the microphone because you have to give the air enough distance to disperse. So if you were to do a pee-pop straight through it and you're too close to it, it's still going to hit your microphone. If it were me, I would probably go with either this gator right here because it's long and it's got an attachment that you can tighten down. I would stay away from the clips like this unless you have an extra microphone stand. And then what I've done on this is just attach that clip to the extra microphone stand and adjust the microphone stand as needed. Now, whether you need the metal, that's probably going to be a little bit more durable, whereas this nylon is pantyhose. You stick something sharp close to it and you're going to ruin it pretty quick. So I would stay with probably this guy right here. Looks really good. That's what I would get. So that's what, $40? Okay, so now what you need, we've got a microphone, a cable, an interface. Now you need DAWs. Now, what you'll find with some of these DAWs, now do your research because some of these interfaces that you would buy actually come with a starter version of a DAW. A DAW stands for a digital audio workstation. It's the means in which you're going to be recording your audio. Now, also, if you've got a Mac, it comes with GarageBand. That would work just fine if you want to explore recording yourself. Don't let the equipment you have stop you. Matter of fact, be MacGyver. Work with what you've got, okay? But if you're going to go with a DAW, I would go with Reaper.fm. Go to Reaper. You can actually download Reaper for free. It comes with a full complement of plugins. There is a robust community, tons of tutorial videos for this. And when you decide to purchase it, you can purchase it for $60, whereas some of the other DAWs will cost a lot more than that. So Reaper is what I would probably go with. Another thing you could do if you really want it to be dead simple and really good is this Harrison Mix Bus. You can get a free demo of it. It's only $89 to buy, and it comes with some really good sounding plugins, not that you can add, that are already on the DAW. So when you get ready to learn about EQ and learn about compression, it's already there. It's built like a high-end console, and it's really good. I would highly recommend this or Reaper. So just to sum everything up, you don't need to spend a lot of money. As a matter of fact, let me add this up. Carry the 3, 5 times 3, 9, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I've added all this up, and it's just over $500. So if you had nothing laying around, you had no mic cables laying around, you had no microphones laying around, you can spend around $530 and have a pretty respectable studio for recording you, your friends, or whatever. But if you want to learn to mix, what you need to do is download some tracks. If you need tracks, go to a place like MixCoach Member. We have a new song every month that we mix. You have a community of people that will mix with you, will give you feedback on your mix, tell you how you're doing, and you can watch your friends who are wrenching on their cars and ask them what they're doing. It's the fastest way to get good and feel good about your mixing. Mix, okay? If you want to learn to mix and you're needing permission to get the stuff, you're needing permission to learn, then I'm granting you permission right now. Get what you need to get, which doesn't even have to be $530. It can be a lot less than that. But if you're interested in mixing, just know that the barrier of entry has never been lower. When I first got started, it was hundreds of thousands of dollars if you wanted to do it at a respectable level. Now, less than $500 or around $500 is all you need. If you want to go to the next level, when you get your recording set up, then go to mixcoach.com/workshop. I have a workshop there where I'm sharing with you 5 killer tips that no matter what DAW you have, no matter what microphone you have, it will help. It's at mixcoach.com/workshop. Okay? So until the next video, bye.